Hey sexy friends, Shara here, and I got a delivery on Sunday. I was on Christine's stream and I had sent her a gift, and one of the gifts I sent was a small set of the Anne Swan special polychromos. I had gotten a really good deal on them and I had an extra set, so I sent it to her. And I knew she had not ever tried the polys, and she liked them, but she did say that she felt that they were exactly like the Starjoy Deli pencils, the budget-friendly pencils that she has been using and she does beautiful work with. So I decided that I needed to test these pencils out for myself because polychromos are one of my favorite pencils. I'm really liking the Light Fast right now, but polychromos are pretty bomb. So I want to know if they if the Starjoy Deli pencils are all that Christine says that they are. Not that she's a liar, but she's also a really good artist and she can just turn magic from anything. So I love the way polys feel in my hands. I like the way they go down. I love the way they smell. I know I'm silly, but I do have to make sure that these Deli pencils pass the sniff test, because when I open the case for my polys, oh, I just love the smell of them. I know I'm so silly, but I definitely am a smell girl. I love the smell of books, new or old. There's just something about certain smells, and I think that that's a lot of people that associate nice things or sometimes bad things with smells, but I definitely have a nice, pleasant relationship with the smell of polychromos. So I got these in the mail just now, and I did take the strip off opening them, but I have not opened them up. So let's do this and see if they pass the sniff test. Of course, that's not all I care about. Okay. See, this is why I open things off camera, so I don't make a complete buffoon of myself. I hope the glare isn't terrible. Sorry about that, guys. I think the box is kind of matte, so it shouldn't be too bad. Let's turn it around the right way. All right, so it's in this nice kind of a matte gold box. I really like it. Oh, and the tin is hinged. I do like that. Okay. First, I have to go smell. No, I'm sorry. They do not smell like polychromos, but they are absolutely beautiful. Wow, aren't those gorgeous? They look like polys. I'm like, holy cow, do they look like polys? I have my polys sitting right here. Let me pull. Wow, look at that. They look so much like them. I don't have a brand new poly here that I can. Well, these are pretty well used. Let's do this. Wow. Those look so much like them. That's crazy. Oh, those colors look pretty darn close right here. I think we can find something closer. Plus yellow's kind of a boring color to, I mean, I love yellow, don't get me wrong, but we need a real bright color to test these out. Let's see. Wow. I can't believe how much they look like Polychromos. They really do. These colors are pretty close to one another here. Now there's another tray. Yep. Oh, look, my favorite, the greens. Now there's 72 pencils here. It looks like they have numbers but no names. Yeah. They just say color pencil, the number, and then Deli, I can't tell what that is. Deli, and then I think it's Chinese letters. So we need to find Polychromo and try these out. Let's see. Oy, sorry guys. There we go. I really want to get one as close to the set as possible. And I know we're not going to find anything exact. Now, a lot of my polys, I've put white in the, you know, use some white paint to color in, because the shininess of the gold metallic lettering is so overwhelming. All right, I think one of these might be good. Okay, this looks pretty spot on with this. Pretty close. Or with this one. No, with the first one. Yeah, I think that's pretty close. Whoa, sorry. I think I'm gonna try. Oh gosh, they don't look the same. Oh my goodness. Oh, hold on. I'm such a stickler for it being, you know, a good match. I may not be able to accomplish that goal, because we know that the polys are pretty good when it comes to matching the, well, I'm going to do the ones Christine did. She picked, the, May green, and I can't remember what number it was in the delis, but this looks pretty good here. Oy. Nope. Well, I mean, I would just never find a match, an actual complete match. And I probably should stop trying because we know that they are different pencils. I like that. Right there. That's good. It's a good color to try. Let's put these here. Sorry, my son's playing the game. Hold on 1 second. Okay, he forgot I was streaming. Or I was filming. Hi, those games. Okay, let me sharpen these. I think the poly is pretty sharp. But let's get the Deli sharpened. And this is Christine's new, one of her newest drawings that she just has out in her Etsy store. And it is gorgeous. So I figured it was most appropriate. Well, that really sharpened beautifully. Look at this. This pencil sharpened so well. Very nice. I'm going to bring you down. That was impressive how nice that sharpened. Let me just give the poly a little. All right, now I'm going to put this one up here and I am going to color with the poly first. And you guys can see good. Now I am hardly touching the page. I'm just pretty much letting the weight of the pencil lay down on the paper. I have no idea what my son is doing in there. They are so crazy when they play those games. It's insane because he is generally a very modest sort of, you know, nice kid. That he gets on that game and it's like Jekyll and Hyde. Not that he's mean or anything. They just get loud and obnoxious. And so that was the first layer. Now I'm gonna go in with a little bit darker layer and I'm gonna push a little bit harder. This is on Nina Bright White cardstock. Just the one you can get at Target or like I said, I'm going a little bit harder. And now I'll just go lightly. I normally would use more than one color to do this, but we know that we can kind of get the same effect with just changing our pressure. I just want to get a little bit of color down so I have something to compare. All right, well, that was the Polychromo. And now this is, oh, and this was cobalt green. And this one is the Deli 140. And again, I'm just going to use light touch, just letting the weight of the pencil hit the paper. It's going down very nice, very smooth, decent pigment going down, so I like that. I didn't see anything on the box, but I understand these are an oil-based pencil as well. An oil-based pencil. I don't know if that came out right. Okay, that's our first layer. Now I'll go a little bit harder and do the second layer. No problems. Yeah, they're going down pretty good. They do come in a set of 72. That is the largest set, I believe. I'm able to get a nice dark color with just pressing harder. I don't know that I did pressed hard enough with very nice. Now let's just do a light layer to kind of bring these together. Well, very nice. Let me see if I can darken up the poly side. I don't think I had pressed as hard. They, honestly, I couldn't tell the difference between them. The way that they go down, the smoothness, the feel in my hand. You know, the ease of putting down more layers is not a problem. You know, the polys, you can layer and layer and layer depending on the paper, but you know, these are these delis on this side over here, I was able to get the same results, and that entire set of 72 only cost me $28 and some change. They had a I think a 5% off. A 5% off coupon, I think it was. So there you go. I honestly didn't feel a difference, and I don't see a difference other than the first time I didn't press as hard with the polys. Look at that. Wow. I'm a little bit shocked. Let's see if I can go in again. Let's go in again with the Deli and see if we can get another layer on there. This is, you know, decent cardstock. It has some tooth. And it's kind of a general all-purpose, you know, paper. It's not great paper, but it's nicer than what you can get in a lot of the coloring books. This is going down, no problem. I'm pushing a little, I'd say medium pressure. Kind of have my hand in a weird way. I want to make sure you guys don't get a shadow the way I have the light set up. And then I have the light on the phone, the flash, because I was getting tons of shadows. So this is going down, no problem. You see this? It's not getting like a wax bloom that you sometimes get when you go too hard with pencils. Even the oil-based pencils can get a wax bloom type buildup. But these are doing pretty good. Let's go over the white again, or the lighter again, and see if we can. These won't blend. I mean, we know the polys don't really blend. They layer. But so we could kind of just meet up the two ends in the middle here with the white, with the lighter. I would never do this. I would, you know, I wouldn't usually scrub on a petal like this, but I'm trying to, you know, really give it a workout. Let's go with some hard pressure here. I'm really gonna go hard. Still not getting a like a build up. Sometimes you start getting patches where the pencil is collecting. Got a little bit of crumbly, but not very much for as hard as I was pushing. And there's layers on this right now. There's a little bit more crumbly, but nothing compared to how hard I'm pushing. I mean, I'm really pushing. Okay, thoroughly impressed. It's a little tiny bit of buildup right there, but I think that was more my fault. And like I said, I am really pushing. I was pretty much able to blend it out. All right. They're still not real ugly buildup, but I'm not going to get much more down here. I can see that I'm really not putting anything down that's going to stay. It's kind of just moving around the top, which, you know, I would expect because I put down quite a bit. But it hasn't, other than a little tiny bit, I've got a little bit of buildup here. But I was really pushing. All right, let's see what we can do to the poly here. So I am going to do the same thing. I'm going to go with some medium pressure here and really put some layers in and darken this up. So I'm not doing hard, I'm doing a medium pressure. So I had told myself I wasn't going to buy any more budget pencils, any more pencils that, I shouldn't say budget, because if I could find budget pencils that could be bought open stock, definitely. But I just have decided that I don't want to waste, yeah, see, I got a little bit of buildup right there. Same spot. It must be the angle way my hand or my, my pressure changes in that one spot. Because it did in the exact same spot on the other petal. So I kind of forgot about my white space and was just kind of going over it. I wasn't paying attention, guys. So I definitely got some more color on the other the pencil, but I think this one will build up too. I'm doing a lot harder pressure. I kind of lost my white spot, but that wasn't from the pencil, that was from me. I kind of just went up, just wasn't paying attention. So anyway, I had said I wasn't going to buy any more pencils that can't be purchased open stock. So I pretty much thought that buying the Light Fast was going to be my last pencil purchase. But I just had to see these delis for myself and get on here. And not that I didn't trust Christine, I just, I really like the polys so much, and I want to know, if there are alternatives out there, but they are not available open stock. And the polys are far from the most expensive pencils. The delis only have 72, where the polys come with 120. Now this is getting a little crumbly as well, same as the other one. Now the loss of the white space was all my fault. That had nothing to do with the pencil or anything. That was my not paying attention. So we're going to lightly go over that part. I do have a spot where it's built up a little bit right there. But again, the polys did what they do. They layered. So there you go. They look identical to me. They're both shiny now that I've got so many layers. They both got a little crumbly, but not bad at all. I mean, of course, not like a wax base pencil. They both got a little bit of buildup, but again, that's probably my angle and the way that I was holding the pencil and pressing. But I went to really hard pressure. Boy, and I was spot on with the color, wasn't I? Those are almost exact. Wow, I'm shocked, you guys. I'm like flabbergasted that they're, I mean, the Deli did exactly the same as the Polychromo. I mean, it honestly did. And I may have gotten lucky and got a good color. But I'm thinking that they might just be, let's see if there's anything on the back. So the back of the box is in Chinese, but it does have all the colors listed with their numbers. And it's a very good array of colors, I'll tell you that. For a 72 set, you would have what you need to get going. Let's see if I can pull you up a little, and we'll pull out both of these trays so you can see the full color range. Oh, this is hard for me because my right hand just doesn't like to work. Okay, so here we go. There is the full range of colors. Sorry for any glare you might see. They are gorgeous. Nice. They didn't put a ton of grays, So they gave you a pretty good range of browns and a really good range of greens. I always like a lot of greens. And then the blues. And what I was really impressed with was the purples and the pinks. And then into the orange. Got some lighter skin tones. Some of these are, I don't know how they'd work. You've got some good for darker skin tone as well. So you probably could hit the skin tones. And I'm quite impressed. I'm shocked, actually. This is the May Green, one of my favorite colors in the polys, and this is one of my second favorites. Is the Green Earth yellowish, and it looks like this color here is between these two colors. But it doesn't look like it when you look at the end. Let's try another color. Going to try like a pine green. I see a nice, this is pine green. And this looks pretty dark here. There's another one, deep cobalt. Let's try these. I don't know. I think that they have a dark color like the pine. Yeah, that's a good one. There we go. These look good. All right, let's try these greens. Let me set this over here. All right, let's get you back down. And we'll test some more colors. So let's sharpen this one. This is number 141. Nice point. I'm gonna just pop this one off. Have this set on the lowest setting. So those two, I'm gonna test deep cobalt green to the 141, and I'm gonna test 143. To permanent green olive. I don't think I had it pushed in right. There we go. I love this sharpener. So here's that one, and let's just top off permanent green olive. All right, here we go. So let's start with the poly. I'm just gonna go ahead and do another petal. That's what's so nice about having a PDF of something, is you can always just print it out again. Actually, I think I'm gonna color one of these. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do, I don't know how the colors are gonna match, but I'm going to do them side by side, really side by side, like where you can see them. So I just did a very, very light layer. Now let's do 143. Like I said, I don't know how the color's gonna match. Oh, wow, I did it again. It looks pretty good. Again, this goes down just as smooth. It actually feels, if I dare to say this, it feels smoother than the poly. It's like it's more oily, but it's not. I messed up there. I didn't. I don't think that was the pencil. Yeah, it's like it's oilier, but it's not putting oil down. Wow, I'm barely putting any pressure, and I'm getting. I made a mistake right here and kind of went too hard in one section and put a darker line. So I'm just going over the area and kind of blending in that mistake. And I'm hardly putting any pressure down. And this darkened right up. And it is smoother. At least the first layers feel like, I don't know how to say it, like they're slipperier on the paper. I mean, they're not out of control, but they just, it's like they have a little more oil. So I want to do this, and I'm going to keep it light. All right, I'm gonna go back with the poly and darken this up. And the poly is very, very smooth. I mean, it glides like a dream, and you can see how, I mean, that just pigmented up just awesome. And I'm not putting any pressure. I'm like, it's light pressure for sure. So it's definitely just gliding, very smooth and easy to control, and like I said, light pressure, and it's just putting down pigment and beautifulness. And here. You can see the color is not the same, but what I wanted to show you is on this center petal, I'm going over the deli with the poly, and now I'm going to go over poly with the deli, and I honestly can't tell a difference. I cannot tell one iota of difference. Going with a little firmer pressure, just to a light medium pressure. I'm going to darken this end up a little bit. I've got a little spot that I made, and I, again, don't think it's the pencil. I think it's me. Again, it's in that same spot, and it's just got to be something about my angle and the way I'm holding my hand to keep the shadows from marking the page, because it's in the same spot. But I'm going to try to blend it out. But again, I'm going over with poly. I don't know which pencil I'm using until I look at the pencil. They feel exactly the same. They're going down exactly the same. They're laying down the same amount of pigment. This is actually going down and blending out that mistake that I made beautifully. All right, a little bit harder pressure. I would say medium hard at this point. Let's go back to the Deli. Starting to get some crumblies there on the Polychromos. I'm gonna do some medium hard pressure here. Look at how dark I'm getting that. Still going down. Just getting a little bit of crumblies. Look at that. It's starting to get a little wax buildup, but my goodness, I was putting down a lot. Well, I'm able to blend them kind of out. So let's go over this. This is Deli. This is Poly. Oh, another spot of, yeah, I'm starting, I think these are crumblies that I didn't brush away good enough, and then they sat there, and then I went over them with the pencil. I think that's what happened. A little piece of pigment. Trying to, I made a big mess. Well, the Deli, other than going out of the lines, the Deli helped me blend out that chunk that got stuck on the paper, and that was over Poly's. The chunk is still there. I mean, I could pick it off because it was a crumb. There we go. It was a little crumb that got stuck on the paper, and I started to go over it. So there we go. And then if we go with the Poly, I honestly can't tell the difference, people. Cannot tell the difference. Wow. I can't believe I'm saying that. Honestly, I really, not that I wanted to prove Christine wrong by any means, but I guess I wanted to know that the Polys were worth the price. Now, I have no idea how the Delis are with light fastness, and you know, that may be the key, that maybe they are coloring the same. Maybe I made a big mess here because I was just throwing it down. You know, they obviously pigmented, or you know, the pigment was the same, the laydown was the same. Like I said, they look so much alike. They do not smell alike at all. And anyone that knows, that likes the smell of Polys, will understand me when I say that, you know, Polys smell really good, and the Delis, not that they smell bad, they just don't smell like Polys. But I have no knowledge of the light fastness. The light fastness, and that may be key. It's not key for me because, you know, I don't care. I'm not making art that's going to hang in a gallery and needs to, you know, last for 100 years. excuse my arm. I made a big mess here, but let's see if I can, let's use the Deli and see if I can look at this. I don't even remember which ones were which. I think this end was the Deli, and it started with the poly, and then this was a Deli, and this was a poly. But honestly, I can't feel the difference. If I didn't have the size difference because the polys have been used, and I had a plug on my nose, when I smell those, yeah, they don't smell the same. But these, like I said, they don't stink. It's just a different paint in the wood that they use. Oh yeah. Ah, the poly smells so good. But if I had pencils of the same size and had a blindfold on, I wouldn't be able to tell you. I'm gonna see if I can. I'm gonna see if I can tell. I probably will be able to tell what size it is. Actually, I think that's a long one. Yeah, I can tell the size, and I don't have any polys that are new. Well, I do, but they're in another case. I'm gonna have to investigate this further, but let's try the last set. And this is the deep cobalt green and the 141. Let's start with the Deli this time. And this will be the last. Pretty. Look how pretty that color is. I'm going to color half of it this way. Deep cobalt. Well, they're not the same color at all. But still, I cannot tell the difference. When I'm coloring this, they feel the same. Well, all I can tell you is if you can afford the polys, get the polys. They have 120 colors. You can replace them open stock. You know, this is my opinion. You may feel totally different, but I am actually shocked. And then, so if you can afford the polys and you can buy them open stock, and there's 120 colors. The Delis are very, very budget friendly. They come in only 72 colors, but it is a nice range of colors. But they cannot be purchased open stock as far as I know. And I do not know the light fastness of them. It's something that you would have to, I guess the color isn't as off as I thought. It looks like they're blending together pretty well. I mean, I've put both pencils in each petal. I cannot believe how wonderful these pencils go down. I'm just like, wow. They go down so nice. That color is so pretty. Here's the poly. Now the poly, this is a darker color, but when it hits with the Deli, they really do they go together so well. And if, you know, I mean, if you have both sets, you've got that many more pencils. Because I'd have to match up the shades. Oh, my goodness, I'm gonna color a bigger piece of, a bigger object. All right, this is the Deli. And it's going down beautifully. It is smooth, it is even, it is pigmented. It's, you know, they're hard pencils, but I don't mind a hard pencil. It doesn't bother my hand to color. This is what I love to do, is just color like this. And this is so therapeutic for me, to just go back and forth, or little circles, or, you know, any of this is just so fun. And, you know, especially doing this and not having to worry about the lines. All right, so let's go in with the poly now. And again, it's the same. It felt just like this with the other pencil. And like I said, I am flabbergasted, because I would not have expected it. I would have expected a less pigmented pencil that would have put down color, but a much more muted or pale color. A lot more effort to get color on the page, and that is so not the case. Again, let's go again with this. And I am trying my hardest to be exactly the same. Now I'm not going as quite as light, because I'm just showing you how this just puts down such beautiful, smooth color. It's so pretty. I am shocked. I cannot believe how well they behave compared to the polys. They feel like the same pencil to me. The colors aren't exact, so I know the formulas aren't the same. But as far as their performance, spot on. I honestly can't tell you a difference between the two. And they mix, they blend. Look at this, they blend so beautifully together. If I go back over this with the Deli, it's just going to layer up and blend in with that polychromo. Wow. I'm not trying to be neat or anything. I know I'm going out of the lines, guys. I'm stunned here. Okay, I'm going a little bit firmer, and there's quite a few layers on here already. I'm not concentrating on light layers or pressure or anything. I'm just laying down and seeing what this pencil can do, and I'm amazed. Well, like I said, if you can afford the polys, they are open stock. The light fastness is rated for you, they have 120 colors. You can purchase them open stock. The Delis are very, very budget friendly. They're 72 pencils. I got them for $28 and change on Amazon, and but they cannot be purchased open stock, and I do not see a light fastness rating either on the box or on the pencil, so I do not know about the light fastness of these pencils. But if you want a nice hard pencil that retains its point for a long time, has a beautiful, beautiful array of colors, and is highly pigmented, I'm telling you what, you can't go wrong with these Deli pencils. They blew my mind away. I'm telling you, they blew my mind. I'm truly, truly shocked at how good they worked. So, I think they go this way. I am going to use these a little bit further, maybe in a picture. And I, of course, will put my results on Instagram. I will link in the description after this video renders. I will link the description in the, I will link the link for Amazon. I am not an affiliate or anything, but I will put the link that I can find. And if I can find a link for Polychromos, I will put that as well. And I know you can purchase Polychromo open stock at Blick, at Jerry's Autorama, at Cheap Joe's, overseas at Jackson's and Cult Pens. There's several. Not Jackson's. There's Jerry's Autorama, and there's another one here too. I can't remember the names. Yeah, they're pretty, you can find them pretty much anywhere. And so compared to the Polychromos, they got me. They don't smell the same. There's no comparing the smell, but they don't stink, and they don't, they're not offensive. They just don't, they're not as pleasurable to me as the Polychromos I have here. But as you can see, they look so similar. Here, I'll put the pinks and yellows and purples here, and you've got the pinks and yellows and purples here, and obviously I'm not speechless because I've done nothing but talk, but here you go, guys. Right here in front of you, I tested 3 pencils out, and I couldn't tell the difference. Could not tell the difference. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know I did. I am shocked, and you will be hearing more from me on these, and I hope everyone is well, and I hope everyone stays safe and healthy, and be happy, be kind, and of course, stay sexy, guys. Talk to you later. Bye.